Hello to our viewers all over the world. This is Getting It Right. And it's a bit special, this one, David, because we've got the Rotary Club. I do believe the Rotary Club is an international organisation.
It is true.
All over the world, but we've got two Rotary Clubs competing. We've got Ripon in North Yorkshire and we've got Darlington in County Durham. It's going to be a big clash. Oh, here we are. The audience is divided, Darlington and Ripon, like this. It's great. So we're going to show you at home 3 antique objects for you to value, describe. Tell us what you think. Write it in the comments how good you are at describing these objects. At the very same time, our contestants are going to do it. David Elstop here at Elstop and Elstop Studios will tell you all how good or bad you are. He awards the points. He's in control. He has all the power, so be nice to him. He can be very cruel. Shall we get playing?
Let's go.
Okay. Oh no, I'm going to introduce our contestants first.
That'd be good.
I know, it would be. We'll try and keep to the format. So, to my right, first of all, we have Chris. Tell us who you are, Chris.
Chris, yes, I'm a member of Ripon Rotary Club. I'm a retired solicitor.
Oh dear. Go on.
I'm afraid, yes.
Yeah.
I suppose my main hobby is music. I sing and play the piano.
Oh, lovely.
But I do have an interest in antiques and all kinds of old things, shall we say.
Okay.
But
What kind of old things?
I really don't have any specialist knowledge at all.
But do you have a house full, Chris, of antiques?
I've got quite some old pictures and Edwardian furniture, that sort of thing.
Okay.
We have a Victorian house.
Right. And so if you were to pick an area where you might have some kind of specialist knowledge, apart from law, what would it be?
It probably would be that sort of era, the Edwardian era.
Edwardian era. Okay, very interesting.
But I wouldn't say specialist knowledge.
Okay. You're hedging your bets
an
here,
interest.
Chris. Yeah. Okay. Very good. And then on the look at the way he's dressed. I mean, does everybody? I mean, seriously, Darlington Rotary, you're winning some points already. Give him a round of applause. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
My name's Tony Marshall. I'm a retired designer. I worked in newspapers and theatre. I've been retired about 6 years now. I was working in the charity sector.
Sexter, that's good.
Yeah. Old habits die hard. And I collect Second World War military vehicles.
Stop there.
Yeah.
Military vehicles.
Yeah.
What have you got?
We've got quite a big truck. I've got a Jeep. I did all creatures great and small for 2 years in the first series, and I supplied vehicles for movies and things like that.
So is this a business as well?
No, it's a hobby really, and it's a lot of long hours of wasting time.
Well, that's very good. That's what hobby's about.
But I'm so old now, I can't drive anything without power steering, so they're all having to go.
I was going to say the Jeep. I mean, I've driven one of those Second World War Jeeps before. I mean, they are a complete nightmare to drive.
Oh, they are, yes. Yeah, they're uncomfortable. I mean, the life in combat was about 3.5 days, and that's 2 days too long.
Because of the Jeep. Wonderful. Okay, 2 interesting characters. I think you'll agree. Let's see how they do, and let us know if you beat them. So let's play round 1. Where is Glamorous Assistant? What do we have? Okay, here she comes. Do you want to take it out of the package, Glamorous Assistant? Try and do your job correctly if you can. That'd be great. And this will go...
It's in 2 pieces. So
Is it? Okay. This will go to Chris, I think.
Goodness me.
Right.
So it's in 2.
So, Chris, I think you might know, don't worry about that, what you need to do here. Tell us all about it. What is it? Who made it? When was it made? And why was it made? Show it to me.
It's come apart.
Have you broken it?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
I saw him do it.
I think it's something that would hold a belt or a bracelet or...
And what period was it made in?
I would say it was fairly modern.
What would that be?
1940s.
1940s. But that might be modern to you, but it's not so modern to us, is it, David, being youngsters?
Yes, absolutely. Well, to me anyway.
Okay, and what's
Yes,
it made
it
from?
links.
What's it made from? Show it to me. Let's so the viewers at home can see it as well, nice and steadily. Tell us what you're thinking. What's it made from?
It's got some silver. Is it real silver? I think so.
Don't be helping him.
Sorry.
I can see some. I can
thought
see
he
some
needed glasses.
hallmarks, but I can't read them.
Okay. So let's summarise then. What is it? What was its purpose?
I think it's an item of something you would wear, but
Well, where would you wear it?
I think a lady would wear it.
Okay. Is that it, David? I think
I think we'll move on,
I'm
yeah?
pulling teeth
Yeah,
here.
let's move on.
Right. Okay, Tony, over to you.
Right.
Tell us what you think.
Well, it's again, I agree, it's a lady's belt buckle. It has an art nouveau look to the work, almost arts and crafts. It's silver.
Sounds
It's,
very nice and steady.
it has a nice hallmark.
Don't hide it in your hands there, Tony.
Sorry,
Let the world
sorry,
see
yeah.
it.
It's beautifully made. It's inset with enamel.
Okay, so what are you saying? What date was it made exactly?
I would have said 1920s.
Okay, and it.
Personally, and it almost looks continental.
Okay.
It's a beautiful thing.
Can I stop him, David? Are you ready to get some
Please.
points? Okay.
Just not as well.
Right. Okay. Right, Rotary clubs. Let's see how good they really are. David Elstrom, over to you.
It's a beautiful silver, hallmarked sterling silver and enamel belt buckle. Hallmarked Birmingham 1903. Designed by Archibald Knox for Liberty & Co. London. Part of his very famous Cymric range of silver which he designed. He designed a lot of belt buckles, Archibald Knox, and they are the most wonderful things. The enamel on that one is in amazing condition, high art nouveau, very, very collectible, desirable.
A real good thing.
Really good thing.
Okay. Who got it right? Who got it wrong?
I gave Chris 1 point. I think that was for buckle.
Okay.
I'm generous today. Tony, I gave 3 points to.
3 points?
Well, we had buckle, we had art nouveau, and we had enamel.
Oh, very good. Okay, give Tony a round of applause for that one. That's very good. Okay. Darlington's doing quite well here.
Yes,
Chris, I've got a lot of faith
I'll
in
have to
you.
do something about it. But,
Don't worry, this is the valuation round. So, what's it worth? Let us know what you think at home. Have you seen these things before? It's relatively rare, I think, David, isn't it?
It is rare. We've sold quite a few of them.
But you would, but the world wouldn't
No,
generally
they're
see
rare. I mean, to find one in that condition as well.
Okay, so bear that in mind. The condition is very good. So grab yourselves a pen and a card, chaps.
So this is coming for sale in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so you want one
I want
figure.
mid-estimate range.
Mid-estimate. Get ready, audience, because I'm going to come to you. Right. Tony, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris, are you ready?
yes.
Okay. Tony first.
I would say because of the name and possibly the rarity, I would go 800.
£800. And we've got Chris at
400.
£400. Hold on, David. What are the audience thinking? 4,000? £4,000. We don't have to get them on this show, don't we? Right. Anyone else? 1,200. David?
2,000.
£2,000. You were almost right. So who got closest?
I think it was Tony, I think.
Tony gets the point. Okay. So at the end then of round one, we've got Tony on 3 and we've got Chris on 1. But haven't they done well? Give them a round of applause. Who's on 4? Tony's on 4. How did he win 4 points?
I didn't like to say, but
He's on 4 points. Right, okay. Come back for round 2. And welcome back to round 2. Grandest Assistant, what do we have? And this one is going to go to Tony, please. Brilliant. Right, Tony, show me, show the world, and tell the world what you're thinking. What's going through your mind? What is it? What's it made
It's a small box which I don't appear to be able to open. It's oriental. It's got, I can't remember the name of this, but it's wire work with inset.
Show it to me. That's it. Go on, tell us more. You're doing well, I think.
It appears to be a bird.
Yeah, you're clutching at straws.
I am here, yes, but it's beautifully.
So what's it made from? If you can't remember the type of thing,
It's
what is it
obviously
made from?
metal. It's not. It doesn't appear to be a precious metal, but it's obviously.
Show me the top, Tony.
Yeah, it's really nice.
When was it made?
I would have said 1800s, mid 1800s, something like that.
And where was it made?
I would say it's Chinese.
Okay, Chinese, mid 1800s. And over to Chris?
Yes, please.
Yeah. You want to get on with this one, don't you? Right, okay, Chris, come on.
I think it might be Japanese.
Japanese.
It's enamelled. It's got these little bits of gold in it, like little bits of quartz. But,
When was it made?
I would say that 1870.
1870. And you say it was made in Japan?
I think it could be.
And can you tell us what the decoration is called? The type of manufacture?
No, I haven't got that specialist knowledge.
Okay, let me just throw that to the audience. Anybody? Pardon? Cloisonne, well done. Are you Darlington? Yeah. Darlington wins the point there. Right, okay, cloisonne. Okay.
Inlaid.
Is that enough?
Beautiful.
Yeah, we've got it. Okay.
Inlaid.
That's it. David Elstob says, stop talking. That's what you say, David, isn't it? Right. Okay, over to David. We know it's called cloisonne, but Darlington can't really get a point for that because it's the audience. Very clever audience. Yeah. Awards and points. Tell us about it.
Beautiful little box. Japanese, cloisonne enamel, dates to probably the end of the 19th century, so bang in the middle of what we call the Meiji period, so it's about 1890, 1900.
Yeah.
Beautiful quality. We've got the phoenix on there, which in Japan represents the empress on boxes and objects. It's a sign of loyalty and honesty. If you look at the base, in wire work there, we've got a flower head, if you can see it. That is the mark of the Andor factory. That's who it's made by.
Wow.
In gorgeous condition, very collectible.
It's a very good thing.
Lovely thing.
Okay, so awards and points. Who got it right, who got it wrong?
And that was found in a box lot of items at an auction house in a general sale.
Never. It just goes to show they're still there in
Still
their
there.
abundance, aren't they? Okay. Talk to me. How did Tony do?
I gave Tony 1 point
Okay,
because we had enamel wire work. He was kind of getting it cloisonne.
okay. 1 point.
I gave Chris 2 points.
Oh, good.
Again, we had enamel wire work, and he said Japanese.
Okay, very good. Chris, you're making a bit of a comeback here. So
Hello.
currently, we've got Tony on 5 and Chris on 3, but now is the crucial bit. The valuation round. You've got the information. You've even got the maker, which is very unusual for this cloisonne stuff. It's very unusual to know who made these things. So good research there, Mr. Elstob. So you can put the box down now, Chris. Please get your card and give us one valuation. How much is it worth? Let us know. Ready, Tony?
600.
600. Chris?
1500.
1,500. Oh, Ripon is really going for it. Okay. Audience, what do you think? 1,200, 700, 900, 800, all over the place. David?
300.
300, that's a bargain. £300. Who wins the point?
It's Tony.
Tony wins the point. Give him a round of applause. £300. Do you find that surprising? I actually do. I do. I think that might make a bit more.
Might make a bit
Who
more,
knows?
yeah.
Who knows? Let us know how you did. Right, so we have Tony on 6 and we've got Chris on 3. But don't worry, Chris, it's not over yet. It's time for you to relax at home and here at Elstop Studios because it's time for Tea and History. Welcome back to Tea and History, chaps. Grab yourselves a lovely cup of tea. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Yes, and you at home, because this is your history lesson, which will be followed by a quiz question. And I want to talk to you about toothbrushes. Yes, something that we just take for granted. Have you ever wondered when and why the toothbrush was invented, David? No. Well, I'm going to tell you. It was invented in 1770 in London, England, by a chap called William Addis. Now, William, at the time, unfortunately for William, you'll like this, Chris, was in prison. He was a prisoner. He was in jail for rioting, because William loved a bit of rioting. You've met some of these in your time, Chris, haven't you?
One or two.
I'm waiting for your book to come out. So he was in prison with nothing to do. But he witnessed one of the prison warders brushing the floor, cleaning the wet stone floor, and moving debris from one place to another. And he thought to himself, wouldn't this be a very good idea if I made a miniature version of that brush, bearing in mind he's in prison, he's got not very much to do, and use it as a brush for my teeth? Because prior to 1770, to clean your teeth, they used to use soot from the fire. So you put a bit of spit on a rag, put the spitty rag into the soot from the fire and clean your teeth, because the grit in the soot would clean your teeth. You wouldn't forget then to rinse off the soot, of course, before you went out on a hot date, David, right? It's a mistake you've made before.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or they could use salt to rub their teeth, or even ground up seashells to rub on their teeth, and to pick out bits of debris. They'd use sticks or the sharp end of a bird's feather. That was oral health circa 1770, really poor. So William Addis thought this was going to be a really good invention, and he made one in prison. A little bit of bone, drilled some holes, he got some bristles, pig hair, and he fitted the bristles to the brush, and he sealed them, tied them off and sealed them with animal fat glue. And he made the very first toothbrush in prison in 1770. It worked really well. So the moment he left prison, he started making these things, and they sold like hot cakes. He made a fortune very quickly. And in 1808, when he died, he was incredibly rich, and the company was taken over by his son, also called William Addis. But get this, the family owned the business making toothbrushes until 1996, when they sold out. It was a management buyout, and they are still trading today. And you might have even heard of the company. Anybody?
Yes.
What?
Addis.
Addis and Wisdom toothbrushes. You go to the supermarket in Britain, you will see Wisdom toothbrushes. They can lay claim to inventing the world's first toothbrush. So here is your quiz question. The company is still trading. How many toothbrushes do Wisdom toothbrush? I'm not even getting paid by the company. I should, but I'm going to send them this. I'm saying, give me some money. How many toothbrushes per year the Wisdom toothbrushes company make? Cups down. Per year, every year. How many? People are Googling. Pick up your cards, chaps. Come on, Chris, you can do it. How many do they make a year? I suppose you have to work it out. How many toothbrushes do you go through in a year if you don't have one of those electric ones?
One every couple of years.
One every couple of years. Right. Have we got a figure? Okay, ready, audience? Okay. Tony.
I'm going to go 200 million.
200 million. Chris.
5 million. I'm way
5 million.
I've lost.
Any ideas? 20 million. 20 million. The answer is 70 million toothbrushes per year. So, Tony, you're closer. You said 200 million.
Did I?
Is he? No? No, he's not.
I'm not.
Chris is closer. Yes! Give Chris a round of applause. Come on, Ripon.
Goodness me.
You get the point for that, Chris. So this is good. This is very good. We've got Tony on 6 and we've got Chris on 4.
Well done.
I think you can do it, Chris.
It's a big round coming, isn't it?
It's the round.
It's warmed up now.
Yeah, it's the one I love. It's the one, I'm sure if you've seen the show before, it's the one you love. This is the David Elstob I'm an Antiques Expert round. And welcome back. This is the David Elstob Antiques Expert round. Glamorous assistant, what do we have? Oh, can you take it out of the package?
She's done it again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's it. If you can take it out and hand it over to the chaps. Okay, guys. So now, thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. So in this round, gentlemen, David Elstob is going to tell you everything you need to know about this item. Don't say a word. If you can show it to our viewers all over the world.
It's fairly obvious what it is. It's a South African Krugerrand. A full 1 ounce Krugerrand, so a lovely heavy lump of gold coin. The Krugerrands were first minted in South Africa in 1967, and the name Krugerrand's a compound of their former president. It was Paul Kruger, and then Rand, which is the unit of currency.
That is very interesting. I didn't know that.
We got a lovely collection of gold coins in last week that are coming up for auction, and this is one of them, and it's in lovely condition.
And that's a 1974.
It's
and it's
lovely.
the full one, so this is the biggest
full
Kruger.
1 ounce of gold.
And when you say 1 ounce of gold, what grade gold is it?
It'd be 22, I think,
22?
high carat, yeah.
It's about as good as you get.
I mean, it's in almost mint state, it's wonderfully crisp. It had been tucked up in an envelope for years, hasn't come in contact with any of the coins, so it's in kind of minty condition.
Okay, it's all about investment then, isn't it? What's the question?
Value.
Right.
What's it worth at the moment? The price of gold is high at the moment. Any uncertainty in the world, people turn to gold and silver, so it is high at the moment.
Okay, so it fluctuates all of the time,
does.
but it's safe, isn't it? People see gold as a safe
long-term
haven.
safe.
Okay, so how much is a full Krugerrand worth today? Now, we're filming this in early February 2023, and it fluctuates all of the time. Do you keep your fingers on the pulse to the gold and silver market chaps? Obviously not, no?
No.
No, okay. So pick up your pens and your cards. How much is a full Krugerrand worth today? So you've got one, or you've got a collection of these in?
I've got 2 or 3 Krugerrands and then some sovereigns as well.
Nice,
All, all mint, lovely things.
Good, and you sell a lot of these.
We sell a lot of gold coins. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay,
So is this in sterling then?
it's in sterling. What else do you want to put it in? We'll have to Google the exchange rate if you put it in something else. Okay. Ready, Tony?
Yeah, I've gone 1,000.
1,000, Chris? That's your moment.
500.
£500. Have you got any Krugerrands for sale? Because I'm up for buying them.
I love some.
What's it worth, audience? 1,800, 1,500. Yeah, David?
1,400.
£1,400. Okay. And so the point goes to Tony from Darlington Rotary. Meaning, at the end of this show, it is indeed Darlington Rotary who've nailed it with 7 points. Tony and Chris has done very well anyway on 4. Give more a round of applause. Well done, But most importantly, thank you very much to you at home for watching. Until next time, cheerio. Say goodbye. Bye.